Hey guys, we have a new set. Finally, not one where everyone's shit-faced. So maybe we'll be able to learn a little bit more, a little bit less silly mistakes. This is between Merrick and Mac. Again, I think I've already done one between them. This one's more recent, so hopefully we'll see some adjustments in the way that they've decided to play. So between these two stages, that's a good. Wait, that's an okay pick. Alright. I see Lego is already pulling more bombs, which is very good. Because like I said, bombs basically define Link as a character. Because he's so slow, you use the bombs to reach and combo and zone in places that, you know, you can't. The speed of a throw is faster than almost any character in the game, so in that one way, Link's actually got a lot of range and a lot of speed. That was some bad DI. Unless that was a sweet spot, I can't tell on the bat. Stare down. Bombs are so good. So, one thing that I see Lego is being smart here and not approaching, but he's still, you know, losing out. He still doesn't have a lead. What I want you to think of is that, like, when S-God rolls, he is on a perfectly horizontal plane. Like, he can't move, you know, anywhere along the 90 degrees. Like, he's perfectly always going to be flat, right? So what you should do is if you throw a boomerang, you'll see, like, if you turn on hitboxes or whatever, you'll see that as S-God's rolling around, that boomerang will, like, perfectly cover every time he rolls. And if he, like, he'll roll more than once, right? So by throwing that boomerang just over and over again, you cover, like, you'll cover his roll and then you'll cover his roll again. Like, I really just want you to think about the boomerang being thrown along, like, the 90-degree flat axis or whatever. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but, like, just do it over and over and over again. If he's gonna roll to escape the boomerang, then, like, it'll hit him on the way back or the way out. Like just keep doing it until he stops rolling, until you force him to approach. Think about the lack of, like, when you're not invincible during the like, throwing the boomerang. That was good. It was good that you tried to grab the ledge there. You were just a little tiny bit off. And the beauty of this is that, like, you don't even need to angle the boomerang. You can angle the boomerang to read a jump because eventually he's going to adapt to what you're doing and not... Ooh, that was good. That was smart. But you can just keep throwing it horizontally, and while he's rolling away from your boomerang, just pull a bomb, throw the boomerang, just do it over and over again until he stops rolling, because clearly approaching isn't working out very well. And your boomerang and your bombs both outrange PK Fire. I think if you air dodged a different direction and tethered, you could have survived. So if he's going to camp you with rolls, don't be afraid to camp him with projectiles. That's half of what Link is as a character. Although, Link's sort of weird. Like, you're going to camp with projectiles as, like, Samus or whatever, but Link doesn't really do that as much. He'll camp with projectiles, but then as soon as you get what's called a hit confirm, you sort of need to go in, because Link's projectiles aren't really as good for just spamming. Like, You don't want to hit with just boomerang, just boomerang, just boomerang, because like boomerang's never gonna kill, right? And bomb's never really gonna kill. Whereas Samus's missiles or neutral B will kill, right? Sorry, I'm tired. I just woke up. So with Link, you want to camp until you get what's called a hit confirm, and a hit confirm just means like you hit them. It's like as silly as there is a word for that. You get one hit confirm, and then you go hard and you combo.
The winner is Ness.
Alright, so between these two stages, I just got called into work. I don't think I'm gonna go. I'm not feeling very well. Smashville? That's alright. It's a good stage, good neutral. I could say more, but I'm not really paying attention right now because I'm reading a text from my boss. I guess just a hand warmer.
No contest. 3, 2, 1, go!
Alright. Come on, guys.
No contest.
Get your shit together. I mentioned this before, but like when playing against someone who does want to camp you out so hard and roll around like that, there's really no rush. Like you can do nothing for like 5 minutes and wait for the perfect opportunity. Like you don't, when like I said this before, when people think of Smash Bros, they think about like, you know, beat two like Fox Falco beating the shit out of each other, right? But like if someone's gonna make you play this kind of game, you don't. It's not a bad idea to play it right back at them, you know? There was actually, this is a side note, there was a tournament I was playing where I was playing against a Fox who beat almost everybody else in my pool, and what he would do is he would roll from one side of the stage to the other and just spam lasers, but also, whenever you're not paying attention, he would run in and up smash you, which is like one of the best options in the game, right? Because Fox is like run up smash, it's just crazy strong. So, we played the first game and I lost, and we played the second game and I almost lost. But then what happened was, I was playing Sheik because this was melee, right? I just stood still on the other side of the stage, and I just kept throwing needles. I just kept short hop charging needles because he couldn't hit me, and then I would throw needles for 18 damage. And that frustrated him greatly. It forced him to approach, and then I could play my game, and I actually won the set. Griffon can attest to that. It was like really funny to watch because like someone who plays Fox like that is like, it's so not optimal, but Fox is such a good character that it can work anyway. So when something you're doing isn't working, you need to like acknowledge it and like play around it, and like all those critical thinking skills that they taught you in like high school and shit, that stuff actually matters. That's like a big deal here. Good luck, Grub. You really don't want to go for raw spins, because like raw spins will, wow, good like meteor cancel, like getting that up B out even though you died, that was really good. I forget what I was saying. Something about critical thinking or something. Oh yeah, you don't want to go for raw spins, because like once someone has shown that they're like able to shield your raw spins on reaction, that will like never go away. They will like always be able to do that. Like if you use raw spins on someone and they can't react, the game is like free. Like just do whatever you want, right? But if someone shows you that they have the reaction speed to react to raw spins with shield, then like I wouldn't do it like ever again, because you'll get punished so hard for it. Link's like the perfect combo weight. I don't remember who lost the last game.
3,
This is a perfect stage for Link. This is Link's like ideal stage, I think, because like he can't get comboed as hard because the platforms don't link together like they do on like Battlefield or Fountain. So like eventually he'll be able to escape, but it's also long and flat enough that like Boomerang and Bomb are just like perfect. As Link, this is probably like a stage you want to go to if it's open like all the time, unless you're playing against like a Fox, because like Fox up smash and up air were like ludicrous on this stage. Wow, good down smash. One thing I want you to know is that like Link's up smash isn't really a combo move. It's like an artificial combo move. It'll like the only thing it'll ever really combo into is itself at like low to mid percents ish, and up air if they DI very poorly. So like if you're gonna catch someone, try to catch them with up tilt. Like up smash is for reads. Like if they roll and like you're gonna read it and you want like lots of hitboxes for a long time to cover it, you can go up smash. But like if you know you're gonna catch someone, try to use up tilt because it'll combo way better into like your kill moves like up air and down air. Mostly up air, I think. Yeah, you really don't want to go for raw spins. Although, for whatever reason, he's choosing to punish you a lot with like PK Thunder, which is just like not good because I think it does like 6 damage or something, and like no one will ever die from PK Thunder. Unless it's like a Gimp off stage. In that situation, Tether's a lot safer. If you can't sweet spot the up B, just always go for the Tether because it's faster. Nice. What you can do with those PK Thunders is you can just nair them. I'm pretty sure, I might be wrong, but you can just nair them. Because forward air is like ideal, right? Because there's a disjoint, but it's not really going to come out fast enough. Now, okay, so this is perfect because when you choose to ledge guard with bow and arrow, I want you to think of it like the exact same way I was like describing the boomerang thing to you. So when Escod rolls, wow. When Escod rolls around, right, Boomerang's perfect because when he's rolling, he can't be in the air. He can't like crouch down. Like he just is rolling. Period. Like that's all he's gonna do until the roll's over, and he's probably gonna roll again because he very rarely ever rolls once. And so that's perfect. You can just throw out a boomerang. It'll go out. It'll come back. It'll cover like any space he can possibly be in, right, while he's rolling. Now, because of like the verticality of like being off stage, bow is bad for that. You don't want to edge guard with bow, like unless it's perfect. If it's perfect, you'll get a kill, and that's great. But because first of all, the bow arches. It's not perfectly like 90 degrees or whatever, like the boomerang when you throw it straight. The bow arches. The bow takes longer to charge up, and the bow. The thing is, like, if you want it to be good, you have to charge it a little bit, right? You'll never get it to angle low enough to actually effectively edge guard off stage. And if you put the power in to make it like good, you give your opponent so much time to like read it and react to it and recover low. It just like it's fancy and it feels really good when you get it because it's just like one move and there goes your stock, right? But it's just not good because it really only covers like that very basic angle, and you know, when you're off stage, you're just straight up not at that angle, unless they're choosing to like recover mid, which is like the worst of like any options. Because like they would have to be for you to hit them with that bow, they would have to be off stage, and they would have to be off stage and above the ledge, and off stage, above the ledge, and not high enough to go over where you're shooting from. So like they'd have to be literally just giving you it, like the stuff. you want to pull out the arrow gimps as like a mix-up or like catching people who are lazy. That should not like be your go-to, because there's just no way you're ever gonna make the angles of the arrow work for someone who's off stage. Now this is good. This is perfect. You just, if he's gonna stand there and just roll as soon as you get there, yeah, you just don't raw spin. You're playing the matchup right, but you're just making a little bit of unnecessary mistakes. You don't even need to be that close. I mean, it worked, but like, if he's gonna stand there and camp you out and hide underneath platforms, you can just do it like way back and better. Because even though Link's projectiles aren't really good for like spamming and camping in comparison to like other characters, they're still better than what Ness has. Because when Ness uses his projectiles, he's really locked into it. And like, you can angle the boomerang and you can like do crazy shit with bombs if you put in the time. Just look at what Brandon LeBlanc's been doing, right? But when Ness uses any of his projectiles, he is what's called animation locked. When he uses PK Fire or PK Thunder or PK Flash, it's just like he is stuck there. He is stuck there for the entire time. So you can always just stand there and react to whatever he's doing and punish it. Or just shield it and then you just go back to neutral. But you'll have the advantage in neutral because you'll be ready faster than he'll be out of animation lock. Ooh, nice waveland, buddy. See how good that shit is? You really, okay, you've done so well, honestly, because every time I see you play, it's different. You're a completely different player every time I watch you. First it was like, oh my god, the spins are so real, like stop doing it. Oh, good try, good try. And then it was, the next time it was like, oh my god, the up smash is just like, what are you doing, man? Stop, like you can't just up smash like that, it won't ever get you anything. And now you're at a pretty healthy mix. The last piece of that is like phasing out raw spins. You just gotta stop raw spinning, because when you do, it's like 30% or it's a stop. Like, there is so much counterplay to the spin. It's very lazy. You don't want to be lazy. I know you're the kind of guy who will put the effort in. You don't want to be lazy. Oh, good there. So, the way to think about this matchup is that, like, he's going to roll away and he's going to hide under a platform. So you can't, unless you figure it out, I did speak about this before, but like, the only way to aerial through a platform is to fast fall through it, like fall through the platform by holding down, and then do the aerial, because you can't, if you're doing an aerial, you can't fall through a platform no matter what. And Link's aerials, besides his nair, are all kind of slow. So that's not really a game you want to play. You don't want to, like, when I'm Sheik, I can challenge him when he's hiding under platforms, because like my nair, my back air, my forward air, my up air, not my down air, are all like pretty freak and fast, right? So I can just hop in there and like do an aerial and then shield really fast and spot dodge if he tries to grab. But with Link, what I want you to do is I want you to like watch when Ness uses a bat. And it's weird because Ness's bat is actually longer than it looks. The animation is like fake. It'll actually like hit you even if the bat doesn't hit you. Only like by a few pixels, but it's still there. That range baseball bat is like Escod's primary move, right? So if you can stand outside of the range of that baseball bat and don't choose options that where, like, if you choose forward tilt, he can roll behind you and forward smash, right? Or if you do a spin, he can roll behind you, shield it, and then do baseball bat. So if you can continue to play at a range that's not safe for him, which I see that you know how to do, like you know where it's safe for you to throw a boomerang, because he will never ever approach. You could throw a boomerang and like you could throw a boomerang right in front of him and he'll just, yeah, like that, he'll roll away. Even though all he needs to do is walk forward and grab, or walk forward and jab, and then go into a combo, right? He will never do that. So at this point, it's safe for you to... oh no, I'm out of time.
Ness. Link.
Okay, I just added another video. The footage here is irrelevant. I just needed more time to talk to finish my thought there. So if you can outspace baseball bat and you can, you know that it's going to be PK fire, roll, dash attack, grab, or baseball bat. So that's a pretty short range, right? Like the biggest range there would probably be his dash attack, but you can shield that easily. So if you stand close enough that you threaten him and you make him feel like he needs to do something, he's probably going to baseball bat, right? So if you space it properly, you can hook shot. And if he decides to go in for a grab, you can spot dodge. If he decides to dash attack, you can shield and then grab. And if he decides to PK fire, you can just like jump away because he won't know how to hit you if you jump away. So you just learn to play around the baseball bat, learn to play around the rolling, and you'll go really far in the matchup. And I guess I'm gonna end it here. I think I could have done a better job explaining some of the things. Also, I noticed that during the recording, I don't hear any audio when I'm recording my narration, but when I watched it back, I got a lot of weird sounds coming from whenever Ness did an ability. That is because you need to put your SD card into a computer, and you need to open up the computer tab thing, and then right click on your SD card and do what's called a defrag. If you defrag it, it'll get rid of those weird sounds. And if that doesn't work, you can format it. Formatting just like basically wipes it clean. Then you just put PM back on it. It's like whatever. It's kind of annoying, but like it gets rid of those sounds which are even more annoying. So start with a defrag. If it doesn't work, do a format, and that'll get rid of those weird sounds. So final thoughts to summarize. Just don't approach, because Link is a character, he's a really weird character. He doesn't have fast moves, he's not like a scrapper. You're not gonna, like, if you're playing against a Fox or something and you guys get into a scrap, like, you're gonna lose just because you're Link, you know? But that's because that's not what Link is made for. That's not what he's good at. You need to play right with your projectiles, get those hit confirms, right? Like, your forward tilt is so slow, Ness can roll behind you and forward smash, I think. You might be able to shield it if you're a little bit faster, but anyway. Those are like the final thoughts. Just know in your head that you don't need to approach. If people are gonna play the camp game on you, you can play the camp game better than almost any character can. You wanna land those hit confirms and then go for follow-ups. Don't approach if you don't need to. If it's not safe, don't do it. You know, just wrap your head around that mindset, even though it's pretty different. And I'll just let this last stock play out. Also, for anybody who managed to make it this far into the video, Mac has recording gear somehow, so if you want one of these done, just hit him up, I guess. Thanks for listening.